Hey, what's up guys, it's the One Gamer bringing you guys another BeamNG mod review. Out here in the Beam Mountains, I brought you an Italian sports car. Now, this is the Civetta Bolide. This mod adds a bunch of new parts, configurations, and liveries for your enjoyment. So, let me just start you off with this. This is the Boldie 320 facelift in manual transmission. It comes with a 3.2 liter V8 engine and wide steel wheels. As you can see, yep, these are very nice actually. I like these. I like these rims. Oh yeah, they look quite nice. Now, let's take this for a little bit of a spin, shall we? Now, this thing is quite nice, I have to admit. It sounds pretty good. Well, it has a V8 engine, that makes sense. I like V8s. Actually, sometimes V6s as well. But, you know what? Okay. This thing looks pretty sick. Oh. Now, the car itself has a customized facelift body, which looks pretty sick. The rear has a very nice custom facelift tailgate, which looks very nice as well. Look at that. The tailgate is made of polycarbonate. Not only that, but the mirror and the handle of the door also have been customized to make it look very nice. The most interesting part of the car is the front. Not only do you get a very good Type A front nose cone, but you also get a special kind of headlight that was only made for this model. Now, this doesn't actually pop up. This is actually just fixed onto the car itself. And if you take my opinion again, that looks very nice as well. And along with that, the fenders have also been customized with the facelift body to make it look super cool. What am I talking about? Let's move on to the next one. Now this is the Boldie 320 Targa in manual, of course. Woohoo! Now this is something else. More powerful. This thing does 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds and has a total of 198 brake horsepower. Oh shoot! The biggest difference that I can see is that this has its own Targa customized body. Along with that, you get a small little part of text right here and on the other side as well that says Targa. If you don't like that one, try this one. Oh. Like I was saying before, if you don't like the other ones, how about this one? Now, this is the TurboCompresso. It sounds like a coffee, in my opinion. A couple of differences in this one. Number one, the rims. The rims are definitely very different. Number two is this very nice blue stripe in the middle. Now, that's something you don't see every day. And apart from that, I don't really see any other differences. But I couldn't be more wrong. It too comes with its own custom facelift body. This thing has the facelift turbo body. Everything else on this thing is completely the same. The engine, the interior. Nothing much else has changed in this. Still not satisfied? Then take a load of this. This is the Boldie 350 facelift in manual transmission. It comes with a 3.5 liter V8 engine and beautiful alloy wheels. Let's test this out, shall we? And here goes. Starting off. Amazing car, actually. This also sounds amazing, especially with its V8 engine. Whoa, that was very close. Oh no. Well, that went terribly. This car isn't for everyone, though. If you're a man who likes speed and power, then this isn't exactly the one for you. No, if you want something fast and very powerful, here it is. This is the 350 TurboCompresso. This thing is amazing as well. The reason why I say this is because it has a very nice double red stripe across the whole body. Now you're probably thinking, why should I get this one? Is it any more powerful? Well, This thing produces the same amount of horsepower as the other one, 284 brake horsepower to be precise. It also has the same top speed and does 0 to 60 in the same time. Now you're probably thinking, then, are you sure it's more powerful? Well, yes. The only difference between this one and the other one is that this one is turbocharged. The Type B nose cone makes it look even more wonderful as well, especially with this very nice black trimming around the edges at the bottom. That just looks beautiful. And this very, very thin grille. Oh man, this thing is sick. One thing I forgot to mention about the Targas was that they both have removable roofs. By default, the 320 version has the roof on, but for the 350, the roof has been removed by default. So you know what? Let's take this for a spin. Again, there's basically no difference with this and the other one, other than this thing has removable roof. Other than that, everything is basically the same. Oh no. Huh. Now, you environmentalists out there probably wondering, does this thing have an electric version? Well, this thing, of course it does. Here we have the Boldie 350 GTE. E standing for electric, of course, and this is the facelift version, of course. Something I'm not really a fan of is this thing has automatic transmission. Oh great, so I have no fun in changing the gear. And instead of hearing an engine noise, you hear a little bit of like a... Yep, that noise when you brake while accelerating as well. Or it's just braking at all. So you've just traded in an engine noise, a beautiful engine noise, for a very, very annoying squeaking noise from the brakes. Something that staggers me is that this thing produces the same amount of horsepower, same 0 to 60 time, and same top speed as the other ones. And seriously, that's just incredible. THW EV decided to create an electric version with heavily modified ESRB 300 components, and it's based on the 350 GT, but without the TC body. Now, seriously, this thing, seriously, is amazing. It's actually quite powerful when you put your foot on the brake. Put your foot on the pedal. But seriously, the braking noise is so loud. So, is the THW EV version great? The simple answer is sort of. Something I'm not really a fan of is this very, very interesting color around the body. It actually goes all around the whole car as well, even behind the mirror. The black stripe in the middle and this kind of silverish color, that's something I really like. The car comes with its own EV chassis, along with its own custom-made EV body. Now, if you're a policeman and really want your own Civetta Bolide that also is a police car, well, don't worry, they also made one for that as well! This, my friends, is the Civetta Bolide Polizia with its own facelift. For the police, they've also made the top speed just for 166 as well, because, you know what, if you're a police person, a policeman, a policewoman, and you really need a fast police car, here's one. It also does 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds and has a total of 284 brake horsepower, just like the other ones. But seriously, this thing has been heavily modified just for you to quickly catch criminals in a very, very quick manner. Oh my goodness. On this you will find slats on the rear. It also has triple intakes on both sides and the badging of 350 GT. Not your cup of tea? Then how about this one? This is the 390 GTR. Now there are a couple of differences between this 390 GTR and the other one made by the official Civetta company. Number one, the collar is definitely much wider. And number two, this thing definitely they must have just made this as a joke. But the collar is not blue on this one, it's red. Now, this thing features a race to 3.9 liter V8, 6-speed race transmission, and wide fender flares, rear race suspension, and ultra-wide sport tires. Something more interesting is that this thing is equipped with a Type-C nose cone. It also comes with a single intake and a tail cone with mesh. Now, something that's also powerful is the Boldie with its VSC package. And honestly, this thing seriously looks amazing. This features a custom livery, an insane amount of power, and a custom nose cone and tail cone as well. And when I mean this thing has an insane amount of power, I really mean this thing has an insane amount of power. This thing has 409 brake horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds and has a top speed of 184 miles per hour. As you can clearly see, it does really have its own custom nose cone. It seriously looks beautiful as well. Speaking of the nose cone, let's actually move on back to the tail cone. This thing as well looks amazing, and it even comes with this very small little spoiler as well, which makes just the rear bumper look incredible. Now, moving on to the last configuration, we have this. Here we have the knot. Now this is seriously something. It comes in basically black, just everything basically is just black. It's an absolute death trap. Seriously, of a custom configuration. Civetta never made the knot in the facelift version as well. So, a tuning group decided to make this, and this is what they came up with. This thing comes with a blistering 417 brake horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Like, just 5 seconds dead. And this thing has a top speed of 183 miles per hour. So what's my opinion on this mod? Well, my opinion is this thing is great. This is like one of the best mods I've ever used in the game. So I'm giving this an overall score of 9 out of 10. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, it's free and you can easily unsubscribe later. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.